Marcus Freeman and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish are continuing to keep their foot on the gas pedal, keeping up with the #1 recruiting class in the nation, and they just landed a 4-star wide receiver in Rico Flores. Let's see what this does for the Notre Dame Fighting Irish's offense and that wide receiver room. Rico Flores is a 6'1", 190 wide receiver out of Folsom, California, and he joins a very good recruiting class as of now. I mentioned the #1 recruiting class right now for 24/7 Sports in the 2023 class. They just locked up their future quarterback in CJ Carr in the 2024 class, and things have just looked bright since Brian Kelly moved on to LSU. Marcus Freeman took over. The players really seemed to love it. They kept Tommy Rees in at the offensive coordinator position. Seems to be that they are really kind of on the rise here. So what does Rico Flores do? I think he's one of the more polished route runners in this 2023 class. He's really good in the short and intermediate areas of the field and is really good at changing directions within his route. He understands the game and seems to be able to find weaknesses in coverages and has decent burst off the line. Again, really good and succeeds in the short and intermediate parts of the field. Shows some pretty good yak ability as well and is a very good possession receiver. And I think that's kind of where he's going to fit in for the Irish. Looking at what they currently have on the roster, I'm still a fan of Lindsey, 4-star guy, 6', 175. It really seems like it's going to be him and the guy that everybody's talking about, Lorenzo Styles Jr., who was also a 4-star at 6'1", 185, kind of leading this offense. They did get Dion Colsey, and Jaden Thomas last year, both 4-stars as well in the recruiting process, and they brought in Braylon James in this current class, 6'2", 195, also a 4-star, rated a little bit higher than him. James came in as wide receiver at 19 in this recruiting class, in the composite 16 on 24/7 Sports, while Rico Flores came in a little bit lower as wide receiver 27 in the composite and 28 on 24/7 Sports. Again, profiles to be more of a possession receiver. I think he can play inside and outside. The big question is obviously going to be this offense and what it looks like this year. That bowl game last year against Oklahoma State, Tommy Rees showed some things. Looked like they were going to be opening this offense a little bit more than what we've seen out of Brian Kelly the past couple of years. That's definitely going to be good for Flores. Can a Lorenzo Styles or a Colsey or any of these other guys, Lindsey, any of these guys break out this year, have a really big year? Again, a lot of people, especially in our community, really think this is the year of Lorenzo Styles Jr. If we can see a couple of these guys get going, I think this speaks really well for Flores and James, who are going to be the next guys up in this offense, likely paired with CJ Carr for at least a couple of years. They possibly will get 1 year with Buckner if either one of those guys starts this year. I don't know that Flores will start as a freshman in 2023. I'm sorry, next year in 2023, but definitely as a possession receiver. I do think he's going to be good for this Tommy Rees offense. We just need to see it. We need to see what exactly it's going to look like as the Brian Kelly era comes to an end and the Marcus Freeman era begins. High hopes for Notre Dame, and they're continuing to absolutely kill it on the recruiting trails. They continue to build up this #1 class again, adding in 4-star wide receiver in the composite, Rico Flores out of California, getting one of the better kids out of the West. That's a big deal. So Notre Dame continuing to kill it. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, guys. We're going to continue to bring you all of this recruiting news and college news when it happens. Everybody have a safe and happy 4th of July.